Hello and welcome to yoga. Today we are going to do a little practice for noticing. So this will be using the idea of mindfulness. We will be thinking about what we're feeling when we are moving from one shape to another shape, or what we might be feeling while we're in the shape. We'll start with the bodily sensation. What am I feeling in my body when I'm in this shape or in this form? And then maybe thinking about what I'm feeling emotionally or thoughtfully or energetically. There's lots of ways to think about it. But we'll just be exploring some of those things in our little practice today. So come onto a comfortable seated position. This can be on a mat or a towel, a rug, whatever you've got around. No special equipment needed for this, and any sort of comfy clothes. This practice could be done in stretchy jeans and a t-shirt and a hoodie. So whatever you feel like being comfortable in. I went and got my turtle tea. I love this little guy. Makes me feel relaxed. So I'll invite you to sit down. You can cross your legs like mine. You may feel better sitting with your legs straight out and your toes straight up. You may want to offer yourself some support with your arms in the back. Just don't sink into your shoulders. Get nice and tall and keep those shoulders back and down. But whatever feels comfy for you is where you should be right about now. And if you'd like, I'll invite you to close your eyes. There's no right or wrong way to do this. And just notice that you've slowed down. You're taking some time for yourself. And you can just stay here as long as you like. There may be noises around you, that's okay. And start to lengthen your breath. Just inhale a little longer than you normally would. Just being conscious of taking in as much air as you can, starting in the belly, and then filling the lungs. Hold that breath for just a moment, and then exhale. Pushing all the air out by pulling your belly button back towards your spine. Great job. Inhale again. Fill the belly first, then the lungs. Hold it, and then exhale. Pulling the belly button back towards the spine. And let's do that again. Big inhale. Hold it. And exhale. With this inhale, let's lengthen the spine. Push the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Inhale. Hold on to that length. Exhale. Inhale, straighten up, press those sits bones down. And exhale. This time, if you'd like, bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart and inhale one last time. Big inhale. Spine as tall as it gets. Hold for a moment. Maybe a smile comes to the face, and exhale. Bringing some pressure in between the palms, so pressing the fingertips together, pressing the palms and the pads of the palms together, pressing. Just breathing normally here, starting to engage those arms a little bit. What do you notice? Is there some warmth building in the palms? Is there some tingling maybe? Maybe there's shaking in the arms. Notice what you feel. Is there tension? Keep breathing just as however it feels right for you, and notice what your body feels like. And then let that go. Float the hands back down to the knees, this time palms up. And now just gently pressing each fingertip to the thumb. And as you press each fingertip to the thumb, notice what you feel. Is there lots of sensation in the fingertips? Is there a little sensation in the fingertips? Do you notice the movement of your fingers? What does your hand feel like? Is there warmth on your knee? What do you notice? And now rubbing the fingers with the thumb. And how is that different? Noticing a different sensation here. Great. Nice job. Whew, wiggling those fingers. Great. Bringing the hands back to the heart. We're going to inhale, keeping the palm together, up over the head. That's your inhale. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. Inhale, hands come out towards me. Exhale, hands come back to your heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, come down. Inhale towards me. Exhale in. Exhale in. Sometimes we get lost. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down. What do you feel in your shoulders? Inhale, hands towards me. How about in your mid-back? Let's do it again and notice your shoulders. Notice your upper and mid-back. Last time, inhale to me. Exhale in. Great, release those hands, fingertips to the side, big inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. How's your neck feel? Notice the neck. And exhale. Bring your head back up to neutral. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Notice how this feels in the shoulder blades, down the spine. Does it feel spicy? Does it feel good? Does it feel a little crinkly? What do you hear? Is there any popping or crunching? Notice. No judgment, just notice. Awesome. Good. Alrighty. Feeling a little bit looser already. Nice job. Let's bring the legs out long in front of us. So we're going to move this way. And sometimes I need to pull a little bit of the flesh out so that from underneath of me so I can really ground into my sits bones. Nice and strong, nice and tall in the back. And you can give yourself any support that you need here. Maybe you'd like to put your hands behind you. So if you feel a little bit of strain in the low back, totally fine. And we're just gonna point the toes and then flex the feet back. Point the toes and flex the feet back. Great job. Point the toes and flex the feet back. One more time. Let's point the toes. What are you feeling? Do you feel anything in your calves? Let's wiggle the toes. Great, how's that feel? And then some circles on the ankles. Great job, go in one direction. Where are you feeling that? Where does the movement end in your legs? Is it all the way up? Are you feeling the calves warming up? Where is your body touching the mat? How about your heels on the mat? Great, and stillness. Excellent. We're gonna come up nice and tall, so if your hands are behind you, just pull that belly button in nice and strong so your back is straight. We're gonna inhale, arms up. And then we're gonna exhale. Let's reach forward. We're hinging from the hips. The back is gonna stay pretty straight, but there's gonna, of course, be a little bit of rounding. Let's draw those shoulders away from the earlobes. And then as we exhale, just come down a little bit more. Keeping that spine nice and long, pressing into the sits bones. This is far as I'm getting today. I've got some tight hamstrings. But let's use the breath to see if we can get a little more length in the back of those legs. Is that where you're feeling it? I'm feeling it right here. And go ahead and bend your knees if you need to. That is totally fine. No worries there. So whatever feels good and happy in your body, that's what we're looking for. So big inhale. Dropping those shoulders away from the ears and seeing if there's a little more length to pull the body down, chest towards the thighs. Nice little smile on the face. And then notice the sensation. Is there warmth in the back of the legs, a spiciness? What are you getting here? Awesome. Alrighty, come on up. And let's bring the feet with us. And we're gonna take the feet and bring the outside edge of your foot to the outside edge of your mat. So your feet are pretty wide open here, okay? And then we're gonna bring the hands behind us, get nice and tall again. And we're going to let the legs drop to one side. Big stretch in the hip flexor. So notice if you're feeling that. If you're not, that's okay too. Maybe you have got some nice stretchy hip flexors. I don't, I'm feeling this. And if you notice yourself sort of moving down the mat, that's okay. We're just gonna do it a few more times. Great, side to side. And one more time. You don't have to fight that. It's okay to be moving a little bit. And one more time, other way. Great. All right, since we're already halfway down the mat, we are going to lay it on down and bring those knees in towards us. Give them a nice squeeze. Oh, feels good. Whew, I like that. All right, let's shoot those legs straight up towards the ceiling and pull the toes back. Oh, you can't see my feet. And bring the arms out into a T. Great. And then we're going to bend the knees, bring those feet back down, nice and soft. So what we want to do now is bring that low back flat against the mat, and then we're going to walk the feet out again to the sides of the mat, just like they were before, and we're going to do the same thing. Drop the knees, but we're going to keep both shoulders on the mat. So dropping the knees to one side. Should be feeling a little bit more of a stretch in that hip flexor, and then let's bring it over to the other side. Great. If any of this starts to feel not delightful in the back, go ahead and stop. We don't want to hurt the back. This should feel good. You know the difference between injury and just a nice stretch. So please listen to your body. That is what this is about. This little practice is about noticing. So you might want to notice the difference from side to side. So one of your hip flexors may be considerably less tight than the other. So we're just going side to side here. And I'll stop talking for a minute so you can notice the difference from side to side. Arms are out in a T. And one more time on each side. Notice the difference. Relax the thighs. Notice if there's any clenching or tightness in the quads or glutes, and let that go. Last time on the opposite side. Look for any tightness and let it go. Great, and come on back. So since we're here, and we're definitely going to get back up on our feet so we can notice, but we're going to do one of my favorite stretches, which is so fantastic for the low back and really just everywhere. So
Feet are gonna stay flat and knees are gonna be bent. We're gonna take the right ankle and cross it onto the left knee. How can I move so you guys can see this good? And then we're gonna take our hands, and our right hand's gonna go in between both thighs, and our left hand's gonna go on the outside of the left thigh. And we're going to clasp the hands behind the left thigh. Can you guys see that? So this is my right one, and this is my left one, okay? Hands are behind here. If you have a little bit more flexibility, you can also go all the way to the front of the left shin. That is totally up to you. But I'm gonna get back into a little more reasonable position here. Oh, there, you can see that pretty good, right? Okay, so you'll notice when we're in this position, this may be a lot for you, okay? So you may be here, you can bring that arm, the hands down as far as you need to make that comfy, okay? But if you're here or there, whichever place works, if you're here or there you are. I want you to notice that your right elbow is nestled right near your right knee. So you can go ahead if you want to, if the sensation is not too strong. So notice the sensation first. Lots of stretching right here in the center of the right buttocks, okay? But if you want a little bit more, take that right elbow and push the right knee out. Just a little bit. Great. Now, what I want you to do is concentrate on your tailbone and press your tailbone into the mat. That should really increase the sensation of stretch right in the middle of the right butt, okay? So if you're feeling that, you're doing it, great. If not, maybe you have just really nice loose muscles. That's okay, no worries. Take a deep breath here. Press that tailbone down. So it's really not anything you're gonna be able to see. So here I am not pressing my tailbone down, and here I am pressing my tailbone down. You can't really tell, but you should feel it in your body when you press that down. Unless, like I said, you're just really, really loose, then that's great, no worries. Let's take that left leg and bring it up nice and tall, okay? Flex the toes on the left foot back, and just give a little tug in if you have space for that. And what are you feeling in that left leg? Some spice, a little bit of spice. It's all good. And then let it go. Okay, we're gonna keep that right foot where it is. We had our arms out in a T when we were doing the other little twist. This time we're going to look like a cactus. So you'll need to bring your shoulder blades under. So I'm bending my elbow, so I'm like a cactus. So I went to a T, and then I bent my elbow so that my palms are up near my hands are up near my ears. Yeah, very good. Okay, so if my right leg is on top of my left, we're gonna do a little spinal twist here, and I'm gonna let my right foot drop over to the left side, and I'm gonna look to the right, okay? So make any adjustments you need to for this to feel good, and then relax the chest, relax the shoulders. And notice the sensations you're feeling. Close your eyes and breathe. Next inhale, what I want you to do is think about that left foot and roll the left foot back up, so that we're keeping the belly button nice and tight and not asking the low back to do any work. We're using the strength of our legs and our core. So if you're back over here, right, we're gonna pull the belly button in, tighten the core, and then think about this left foot. See I'm wiggling it? And roll onto the left using the core. Nice job. Great. Let's switch to the other foot. So now the left ankle is gonna come on top of the right knee. Yeah? Left hand's gonna go in between the thighs, right hand's gonna go on the outside of the right thighs, and we're grabbing behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin. Either one is great, no worries. Whatever you're feeling today is where you wanna be, yeah. Notice that that left elbow is gonna be near that left knee, And so if you'd like, you can go ahead and apply a little bit of pressure there. Make any adjustments you need to. And then a big inhale. And as we exhale, press that tailbone down into the mat. That intensifies that stretch of the piriformis, that muscle right in the middle of the left buttocks. Woo! Making me sweat a little bit. It's good. Breathe and hang on to it. Press that tailbone down. So here I am not pressing. Here I am pressing. You can't really tell. It's an inside job. Awesome. All right, let's release that right leg. Straighten it up. Pull those toes down. What do you notice? Where did the sensation change? Did it get a little less in the left bottom and maybe increased in the back of the right leg? Just notice. Great. And then let's bring that right foot back down to earth. Coming on back down to earth. But we're going to keep the left leg where it is. Arms are out in the T. Then we bring them into the cactus and we got to kind of walk those shoulder blades under. So the chest comes up a little bit. A little bit of a bump in the chest. But the low back is nice and flat, okay? So we're going to let that the left foot drop over to the right. Again, if anything gets tweaky, we adjust or we come out of that form and we're looking to the left. So legs have dropped over to the right and we're looking to the left. Make any adjustment you need to, and if it's not working for you today, no worries, okay? Take a deep breath, big inhale, and exhale. One more time, big inhale. As you exhale, pull that belly button in towards the spine, engage the core, think about the right foot and roll the legs back up. Great job, excellent. And take that left foot down. Let's bring those knees back in and we're just gonna kind of rock back and forth till you come up. Yeah, awesome, great job. We are going to do a little bit of down dog, a little bit of stretching the back of the legs, which really helps the low back. So let's come on over into tabletop. So in tabletop, fingers are nice and wide. So we've got our fingers are spread out nice and wide. Shoulders are over elbows. The knee bone's connected to the thigh bone. I forgot what my elbows were. There they are. So shoulders are right above elbows, elbows are right above wrists, and then we take a quick look back, or just kind of look down with your head and make sure that your knees are hip distance apart, which means right under the hip bone. Knee goes straight down, and we can't see our feet if we're looking down because they're right behind the knees. Alrighty, great. And we're just going to go through some C shape with the back. So opening the back of the spine so that it's nice and open. Imagine all those beautiful vertebrae opening up, and then we're going to take it the other way, make like a U shape. So bringing the tailbone up, bringing the heart up, pressing into the hands, okay, and letting the belly drop down. I don't know if you can see. There we go. So, yep, good. And then bring it back into that C shape. Opening the back of the spine to opening the front of the spine. When you bring that head up, come with your heart, okay? So we're not just cranking the neck back. Open the heart, great job. And let's notice. Notice what that spine feels like. Notice if you're hearing anything. Any snap, crackle, and pop. And notice how it feels. Does it feel good? Then you can keep doing it. And if it doesn't feel so good, then please stop and honor what your body is telling you to do today. So back and forth between these lovely shapes with the spine, opening the front and back, and let's come to some stillness here. Great. We're going to turn the toes under
okay? Coming to our down dog, pressing into the hands, but we're not gonna lock the elbows, okay? We're gonna always keep a little bit of a bend, and then we're just gonna lift the tailbone up towards the sky, press firmly into the hands, and push the chest back towards the thighs, letting the heels come on down. Now, you can see I've got a little bit of a bend in my knees because that feels good today. Coming all the way straight is a little bit of a strain for me today. I can get there, but I'm liking the bend a little bit more. And then I can press my chest back, and I am feeling that in my calves, and in my shoulders are opening up, and I'm gonna shake my head yes, and then I'm gonna shake my head no, and I'm even gonna do a few circles in one direction and in the other, and then I'm gonna come on back down to table, and then I'm gonna open my knees a little bit wider, flatten the feet back, press back towards my heels, and come to child's pose, walking the hands out. Now you'll notice my forearms are still on the mat, and so is my forehead. And I'm gonna let gravity do some work here and drop my chest, my heart towards the mat. And just gesturing my sits bones towards the heels. Great job. Big inhale. Big exhale, let the heart drop. All right, let's come on back up to table. And since we've got all of these shapes, we've gone through them, we're gonna make a little vinyasa flow, little flow with these. So we're gonna go C shape with the spine, drop it into that U shape with the spine, come to a flat back, roll the toes, and come on up into your down dog. Nice. Come on back down to your table, flatten the feet, press it back to child's pose, reaching the arms out. Great. Let's add some breath. So inhale to table, curl the toes, exhale to down dog, inhale back down to table, flatten the toes, exhale to child's pose. Try it again. Inhale to table. Exhale to down dog. Inhale to table. Exhale to child. A little bit faster. Here we go. Inhale to table. Exhale to down dog. Notice if you're getting any stretch here. Notice how you're feeling. Inhale to table. Exhale to child. One more time. Inhale to table. Exhale to down dog. Inhale to table. Exhale to child. And here we'll stay for a moment. Nice job. Give yourself a little bit of space if you want to. Open those knees. Great work. Great work. That was fun. That felt nice. Let's walk the right hand off of your mat or towel, okay, to the right. Then we're going to pick up the head a little bit and bring the left arm to meet, the left hand to meet the right. They're still about shoulder distance apart, so wherever that feels right for you, and then drop the forehead back down. This is getting us a really big stretch, juicy stretch in the left side body. But what I want you to concentrate on is pressing that left sits bone into the left heel. Right there. Nice. Big inhale. Big exhale. Let the heart drop. Press the sits bones down to the heels. Nice. And then slowly take that left hand and rainbow it all the way over to the left side of the mat, off the left side. Pick up the forehead, bring the right arm over, and drop the forehead again.
So same technique here. We're going to big inhale. And then we're going to press that right sits bones towards the right heel. Might not get there. That's okay. Doesn't need to get there. It just needs to be trying to get there or gesturing to get there. So we're not fighting. We're just letting the stretch happen, letting gravity help us with a little bit of intention. Great job. Excellent. And then let's pick up the right arm, bring it back to center, and finish up here. With your fingers spread wide and your arms as far out in front of you as you can with your forearms still on the mat, I want you to press your fingertips into the mat and then lift your forearms and wrists up so you're like tenting your fingers. And notice what you feel in the shoulders. There may also be a little more room in the back to press down, press those sits bones down towards the heels. Lift the hands up. Keep the finger pads pressed firmly into the mat or the towel. Big stretch in the front of the shoulders as well. Let the heart drop. And then slowly bring the hands back down. Great job. Let's take your hands and just big wide circle all the way down your body, to the sides, like you're making rainbows on both sides of your body, and flip your hands up so that the palms are now facing up and they're near your feet, like palms are near your feet, and then let your shoulders just drip towards the mat. Different feeling. Notice the difference. Maybe there is some tingling in the upper back, some opening in the upper back, and you probably really want to get up from here. So let's bring the hands back up underneath of your shoulders, right under your shoulders, flat palms, and press yourself up. Whoo! Great job. Now, come up slowly because we had our head down there for a while, so don't want you to feel dizzy. None of that. All right. Let's come on up to our knees. Oh, now you can't see me. I'm going to have to move the camera a little bit. Come on over to move the camera. Move my phone. Let's see, I don't want to lose you. There we go. Hello. All right. Back onto our mat. Oh, now you can't see me. Oh, this is going to be weird. Let me see if I can move you to just the right spot. Let's see. Maybe there-ish. If you don't see my head, that's okay. You've seen enough of my head. Okay, so we're gonna come, yeah, that's fine. We're gonna come to our knees, and what I want you to do is take your right foot out in front of you, okay? So now we're in sort of a runner's lunge, like a little bit of a modified lunge. What we don't wanna do is get this knee in front of those toes, okay? So only do what feels good. We're gonna lean forward a little bit, but notice I still have that 90-degree angle from my ankle to my knee, okay? I don't want it to look like this going forward, so I'm going to bring my foot out. If I've got enough flexibility to come forward like this, I'm going to keep moving that foot out a little bit, like kind of scooching it, all right? Great. You may not be getting out this far. That is all right. If you'd like, arms can come to the side. Big inhale, bring them up over your head. Whoo, that's a big stretch. And exhale, bring your hands down. So one hand is on each side of the foot, okay? And then just like when we were doing our down dog, we're gonna turn the toes under on that left leg and lift that left leg up. Press the underside or the backside of your knee up towards the ceiling. Whoo, a lot of strength here. Good job. And then go ahead and bring that left knee back down. And then we're going to walk the hands back. And we're going to bring the toes with us. Big stretch in the back of the leg here, okay? Fingers are staying to give us a little bit of stability. Lengthen your spine. Ooh, I can feel that. And keep upright, okay? So what we don't want to do is sit back. That's too far, and then we might just collapse into things. So we're going to stay right here. Ooh, pulling those toes back. Big bend in the knee. That's okay. Do what feels good. We're not trying to snap a hamstring here. Just let it feel good. Alrighty, and then come on back. If your knees are bugging you, if your knees are like, ooh, I'm not liking this, obviously stop. Knees don't like it. You can just sit and relax or go into child's pose or whatever feels right for you. Be done with the practice. That's fine. The other option is to take your mat and fold it over and give yourself a double layer of mat, okay? It makes the rest of the mat a little unwieldy, but it's okay. Protect those knees, okay? Do whatever your knees need to make sure that they feel good. So now we're gonna take that left leg, I'm gonna come up onto the knees again, take that left leg and step it forward. I'm gonna take a big step. I'm gonna flatten out that back right foot. And again, I'm gonna lean forward, making sure that I scooch that foot forward and that my hips are square. Alrighty, hands come down, big inhale, up over the head, little back bend if you've got it. And we're gonna exhale, bring the hands down so that they're on either side of that left foot. Right toe is gonna curl under, and we're gonna lift that right leg up. Great, press back into the heel, push the back of that knee up. That engages the quad. Do you feel that? Notice what you're feeling in the legs. Great job. Good, hang on to this big inhale. Exhale, go ahead and bring that right knee down. And have the left knee join. Whew, alrighty, nice job. I like to cross my ankles. Come on back over. And we are ready for our rest. We deserve it, we earned it. Time for a little Shavasana. So go ahead and lay back on your mat. If you've got a blanket or a pillow, my blankie's over there, no worries. You can cover up with it, make yourself nice and comfortable. Oh, let the legs just drip off, our feet rather. You want to keep your legs with you, but the feet can just flop to the sides. Hands can do whatever feels good. And let's just take a few more minutes to ourselves. You can do any movements that are calling to you, anything that feels like it's something you want to do. Go right ahead. But make sure you take some time to rest a little. Notice how you're feeling now. Notice where the mat is meeting your body. Notice the different textures that your skin is experiencing. See if you can notice where one article of clothing ends and another one begins, or where the article of clothing ends and your skin begins to be bare. Notice where there may be sensations of temperature difference, maybe a cool spot where your skin is uncovered, a warm spot where you have a couple layers of clothing. Notice the difference. Notice any sounds you may hear. Notice if there's any tension in your face and relax your face. Relax your neck and shoulders. arms and hands. See if you can bring attention to your individual fingers. Is there a sensation? Is there a tingling or a warmth? What can you feel? Relax your hips and legs, feet and toes. And start to roll your head from one side to the other. Roll your head one side to the other. This is a nice supported way to move the neck with your head supported by the floor. Really nice. Side to side. And you're starting to wake up a little bit here. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Maybe keep the eyes closed if you'd like. And then bring your hands up and put your fingertips on the side of your head. Elbows are wide. You may need to pick your chest up a little bit and bring those shoulder blades under, similar to when we did cactus. And give your scalp a little rub with your thumbs and fingers. Rub your scalp. Get those thumbs maybe behind the ears. Little self-massage. Just apply some pressure. And then maybe you want to go to the back of the skull, right at the base where your neck starts, and move that around a little bit. Maybe pinch, gently pinching down the back of the neck with the thumbs. Whatever feels good. Don't do anything that feels bad. Rub that, ooh, right there where the neck and the skull meet. That feels good. Oh, yeah. Nice work. And then let's bring those knees in. Give yourself a little massage side to side. Rock side to side. And then choose one side and just come on over, all the way over. And then use your arms to press yourself up. Whew. That felt great. Come back to a comfortable seated position. Again, however that feels right for you. Legs out, crisscross, applesauce, whatever you like. I hope you enjoyed our little noticing practice and that you noticed a few things about how you feel in your body when you're stretching and moving. And maybe that was the first time you've done that, or maybe you've done that many times, but I hope you had a great experience, and I really had a pleasure being with you. So take care. I'll see you again. Thanks for joining me.